Grandmasters always have an idea. This is the topic of today's GM Talks. We're going to see Magnus Carlsen in great attacking style against Wesley So from the Magnus Carlsen Invitational that was played on Chess 24. They always have an idea. So when you think they just blundered or this looks weird, there's always some kind of idea. I can promise you that. All the Grandmasters I know, they will never make a move without having some kind of an idea. Okay, let's see the game. This is the 4 knights, and here comes a great novelty or whatever, a4. Okay, and this looks weird. This is not the usual move. But Carlsen has probably found different ways that this makes it easier for white in some lines. So he's sort of reversing the colors and making seeing if he can make this work for him. So we're gonna see what the idea is in just a little moment. The thing is, you get some space on the queen side, but you're also weakening this square. Okay, so Wesley reacts very naturally with bishop b4, and this is a normal line. It looks natural to go this way. Another line could be to go bishop c5, but and allow knight takes e5. And here bishop d3. Okay, and this is starting to look weird, right? This looks really weird. He's blocking this pawn here. So what's going on? And well, we'll see that the thing is he's covering this pawn, which was attacked. And after d6, castle, which is also kind of normal. Here, black might consider something like this. He can also consider something like this, which also makes some sense. But he can even consider something like this to put the knight on this square where it's pretty good. He castled, also very natural. And now we see Carlsen's point, bishop d5. Okay, the trick is after this, black is losing a piece. And voila, the piece is gone. This didn't happen, but this was the idea behind a4, that suddenly you just have that pawn forward, so starting the bishop out is not so easy. So he cannot do this, and again, white is threatening b4, b5, hitting this bishop, who might easily be trapped, and a5, and so we got the pieces out and are ready for d4, creating some harmony in the position. Wesley takes, which is also a very natural move, and moves here, and Carlsen, who was probably very annoyed after having lost to Ian Nepomniachtchi, went on to a sort of a caveman attack, hitting h7. I'll make that red. And normal move also by Wesley, d4, hitting the bishop, leaving the knight here. Also, you really don't want to take, because that's sort of a bad exchange for black. So he's just moving. And here comes the real shocker, that Carlsen is going all in. He could still try to sort of bail out with something, but no, here we come. Attacking the rook, but notice this knight here has left the base. It's not coming back. There are not a safe passage back to the other side. It will be lost down here. So, and here, boom, check. And yeah, well, if you don't take it, then you will just lose the exchange, because it's attacking both the queen and the king and the rook. So take, and the queen is coming, and we see that we have this, what was in my childhood known as Horowitz bishops. Oops, this bishop went wrong. Oh, we'll just like this instead. Yeah. And of course, if some rook might come here, so it's not gonna be without danger for black, for sure. And he starts with e4, blocking this bishop's retreat, attacking route, and rook e1, and here comes a horrible move, f5, weakening the black squares horrendously. And the thing is, of course, it was a rapid game, and it's very difficult to defend these kind of things. And that's also why the top players have started to go for something like this a lot. If you get this kind of attack, it's extremely difficult to defend, even for the best players in the world. He takes here, and now the black squares are in a serious condition. And the problem is, this bishop comes from the other side, leaving the knight out of the game. And there is, of course, a great hole here. And this king is not safe. And rook comes. So he's just coming around. And it's a typical great attacking game. And already black is without defense. Queen comes in. And you can take, but the rook is coming, and you can't organize a serious defense. There's rook. The threat is very simple, here, and mating, and this is basically also almost. And he could take, but then take on f5 and rook here, and it's gonna be mate. So he played f4. It's blocking the rook's route here, but also opening for this. So after this, and here, and next move will be king e6, and rook takes e4 mate. And so Carlsen made this a4 that looks kind of ridiculous be very smart. And this is typical for grandmasters. They always have an idea. So look for that idea. Just don't say, what is he doing? Is something wrong with him? No, they have an idea. Find it. And one more thing. When you're playing yourself, remember to have an idea whenever you make a move. Don't just move and say, okay, I have to move. Of course, in time trouble and so on, but in general, have an idea. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed GM Talks. It's been nice showing this kind of attacking game. We like this stuff. Thank you.